want to welcome everyone back to another episode of the Camille Podcast. I am Q and this is
Snuggles, and I want to remind you ladies, if you would like to see how I apply my lashes, check out the video before this one. And also, if you would like to purchase any of the lashes that we have now, the link will be down in the description box below.
Yes. So, today we have some topics that we're going to discuss. We are going to kick it off with a little bit of a little tussle that some people have when they get ready to get married, which is the big P word, prenup. So
the big P word.
Right, it's the big P word, which is prenup. It's the big alert sign when someone's coming in and they may not have as much as the other person, and they may want a prenup to protect their assets. And then the person that don't really have much coming in wants to know if this is true love, then why should a prenup be in the conversation? So, would you sign a prenup before you get married?
I personally think that a prenuptial agreement is very important when you're entering a relationship. I mean, granted, you want to make sure that your spouse love you and they care for you and they're there for the love and for you, but in the same sense you have to protect yourself and protect everything that you worked hard for. So if you are the person in the relationship that has a little more than the other, I just feel like it's important to protect what you have either way it go. You might not have anything right now, but you could have started something before you married that person that didn't really hit off, but now all of a sudden, it pops off. At least you come in with what you leave out of this relationship with what you came in with. I think a prenup is important.
Well, some people's gonna, I'm about to put this on, y'all. I need a haircut. But
much better.
Some people will have this conversation will cause a lot of people not to get married. In my opinion, if we came into it with nothing and we don't have nothing going on, then normally this is not brought up in marriages. But if I have something that I feel is of value and I think it will pop before I have began to become engaged to someone, and I feel like it's going to have a big pop, I might consider I would really consider having a prenuptial agreement brought up, because if I put all of my effort and time and energy into something that I feel like is going to explode and become a huge brand, and I did it all by myself, then yes, I think that would be a good form of communication that I would like to tell my mate that I would like for her to sign this piece of paper before we go down this aisle.
And guys, just for clarification, a prenup means basically, like I said, you leave this relationship with what you came in with. But everything that you guys build together during the marriage, that still has to be split and separated. A prenup is just protecting your things and your assets that you had before y'all got married. So if I was this millionaire before we got married, the prenup is just protecting my money and my assets and whatever I have before he and I got married. But everything that I build and grow with and get while we're married, the prenup don't matter. We still have to split everything once if we decided to divorce.
And in some cases, when you see some of these celebrities do like prenuptial agreements with their new mate, you will still see that they will still walk away with something. Mm-hmm. They just won't walk away with a whole lot.
Right, you're not getting half of my millions.
If I got 300 million, then I will guarantee you 5 million walking away instead of me guaranteeing you close to 150 million.
Yeah.
And we splitting this down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't putting out one blood, sweat, and tear into this career or business that I have started. How do you feel about life insurance policies? Would you have life insurance policy with your new mate? Would y'all have your own policies going on, or would you rearrange the policy that you have with like your kids and everything already going on, would you include them with that, or would you keep that separate?
I really think that it has a lot to do with if we're married or not. I have personally never had a life insurance policy on a boyfriend, like nobody that I'm just regularly dating. I never got a life insurance policy on that person, you know. I think that, you know, it's kind of weird that you start dating somebody and then you're like, okay, I got a life insurance policy on you.
Hey, I mean, to me,
so how do you feel about that?
I don't really see a big deal over there, to be honest. If I'm not the one footing the bill and you guarantee you're going to pay the bill on it.
So you don't mind someone having a life insurance policy on you? And that's the next question. If your ex had a life insurance policy on you, how would you feel about it?
Well, I wouldn't mind. I mean, to me, I wouldn't care because we had this when we was going on and they're footing that bill. That's something that they're paying on. They, you know, if they so happen to let it lapse and then something happens, then they don't have access to that money anymore. So for me, I don't really have a big issue with that because that's something that somebody else is paying on. So, you know, if they want to keep that policy going on, they can pay it. I mean, I wouldn't see anything wrong with it. It's not interfering with anybody.
Well, to me, what you got a life insurance policy on me for? My whole thing is this: we're not together, we're not married, we don't have kids together, and even if we have kids together, I would definitely have my children taken care of if something like that happened to me. So therefore, you don't need your own personal life insurance policy on me. You waiting on my death. If I die and mysteriously, make sure y'all don't give him my death certificate. Sum up with that. You don't need
that's public record.
Yeah, make sure.
It becomes public record, so I mean,
if a person got a life insurance policy on me and we are not together, we are not married, I feel like a boyfriend should not have a life insurance policy on me.
No, things happen.
So what?
Things happen.
It depends on. Well, I guess it depends on how long you've been together because some people don't get married. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If we're not married, you don't need to have a life insurance policy on me. But I know people that
some people don't believe in marriage.
Excuse me. I was talking. I don't believe. I mean, I know people that been married. Been dating for like 15, 20 years, and their mate passes away, and you basically stuck with the bill because you never got married or that's your mate.
Or you have common law in some states.
I don't believe in common law. I feel like if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. And we're going to go and we're going to legally have paperwork documents stating that I'm married. I don't want to ever get into the situation where I'm with somebody and then he's in a hospital and I can't even make decisions. His mama got to make the decisions, or, you know, somebody else making the decisions for my mate that I've been with for 15, 20 years. If I put up with you for that long, I need to be married to you, point blank, period. So to go back to the question, I personally would not feel comfortable if my ex came and told me like, yeah, so I signed I got information for your life insurance policy. What is you doing with a life insurance policy on me? Get one on your mama. Get one on your daddy. Don't get one on me. Make sure you got a life insurance policy on your kids before you get one on me.
Right, so, I mean...
We ain't together no more. Don't worry about my death.
I wouldn't care. I mean, that's not a bill that I'm footing, so I can care less.
I don't care if I'm paying the bill or not. Do not get a policy on me, creep.
You still have people that don't really believe in marriages.
That's their prerogative. Right. I'm giving you my opinion.
Right, but I'm just giving you a general situation because there are some people that watch this.
But we don't care about a general situation. They can answer the question.
This means the people that's
but you're answering the question based off your personal appearance. And me. I am answering the question based off my opinion. Right. You're judging based off yours. You're not judging based off on a whole different world, and they might not agree in marriage.
But now I'm also speaking upon
you can't
those
speak
people
for
that's not married. So
you can't speak for nobody
else. So
else.
for instance, you have some family members where their mother and father don't even have a life insurance policy on. So if something was to happen to their child and their boyfriend, girlfriend, or whomever it may be, may have a life insurance policy on them that can pay for their funeral, pay for their bills.
I'm not paying for your funeral. I'm going shopping.
Well, That's you. But for those of y'all that have a heart to pay for the funeral and pay for those expenses, they would be able to help them out and give them the money for that.
So you think that if you died today and I didn't have a life insurance policy on you, you think your ex-girlfriend gonna give me some money to bury you?
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm asking you.
That's not what I said at all. That didn't come out of my mouth at all.
But I'm asking you because you're saying that basically the mother of your child, it's okay for them to have life insurance policies on you because some people don't. Some people own mama and daddy don't got life insurance policies on them. So you mean to tell me if nobody has a life insurance policy on you but your baby mama, you think that she's going to say, here y'all, here go $10,000 to bury him with? You think she gonna give up her money that she's been paying?
They might. You never know. Some people don't. Some people will. Some people won't.
Yeah, some people will. Some people won't.
Exactly. So that's a.
She gonna keep that money for her and her baby.
Hey, I'm just saying. Just putting it out there.
What is you're not supposed to just put it out there for the world. You're supposed to put it out there based off of your appearance and your thoughts and what you feel.
I said personally, I wouldn't care, but
okay, so if you don't care, that's the end of the discussion. There's no need to go on.
No. I can still have my opinion.
That was your opinion. Your opinion is I don't care if somebody has a life insurance policy on me as long as I'm not footing the bill.
I have the right to take that a step further. Also, what's the next question?
But you're speaking pointlessly.
No, I'm not. There's some people out there in the world that won't open their mouth, that won't get their point across, and then you have some people that will actually.
What's that got to do with you?
Because I could be that person getting that point across for somebody.
But you're not getting it across. You didn't take a poll and you didn't say everybody.
I just took a poll for those who don't want to open up their mouth and say it. Okay.
Would you guys have a problem with your ex? Somebody that you're not with anymore, somebody that's long gone, somebody that you probably don't even communicate or talk to. Would you have a problem, and would that freak you out a little bit or make you feel some type of way if your ex had a life insurance policy on you? That's the question. Okay. So the next thing is beneficiary. How do you choose a beneficiary? What do you look for when choosing one? And I was about to say, and who is your beneficiary, if you don't mind saying?
My kids. It's my kids.
Well, it got to be somebody over them.
Right.
So it's like.
So how I go is
it's your mom.
So it's my kids' mothers. So for each kid that I have, the kid's mother will have that until they're 18, and then it will be released to my kids. And then my mom has her own.
So each kid mother is your beneficiary?
No.
Because like for me, it goes like this. My mom is my beneficiary because my children were under 18.
Right.
So therefore, if your children are under 18, they cannot be a beneficiary.
But my kids have it to where it's a trust. So their mother will be able to look over their policy, but the mother cannot touch it. It just goes to them. And then once that trust is hit for that age limit.
So how many beneficiaries do you have?
I have a total of 5.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a total
of 5 kids.
1. So. I have 1 beneficiary, which is my mom. If something happened to me, my children are to split, because I have 2 kids, for those that don't know, and my mom it's set that each kid get 50%. So Justin get 50%, Jasmine get 50%. But my mom is initially over the whole thing because at that time, Justin and Jasmine both were under 18. Now Justin is 18, so I can change the beneficiary to Justin if I wanted to, but still somebody would still have to be over it for Jasmine because she's only 13. So a kid cannot be a beneficiary because they're under the age of 18. I guess, he split his up however he wanted to do it, but I did it to where my mom is basically over everything, and then Justin and Jasmine splits it 50%.
Right. So mine is just to where it's in a trust. So nobody gets it until they're 18.
Okay.
So it accumulates more interest also as is until they reach that age limit. If I was to leave today, it would increase. And then my mother has one to where it's dispersed amongst all the kids also. So, they'll still get some money early through her. So it works.
So if you die today,
if I die
they'll
today,
get some money today.
Right. If I die today, under one that's with my mother, she has it to where it would disperse amongst them. And then if I was to leave this earth today with the one I have, the kids will stay. It will stay in until they're 18, so it will be in a trust until they're 18. So they accumulate interest until it's time for them to get it.
So who would get your life insurance money? Do you have life insurance?
My mother has the life insurance. I have life insurance. Yes.
So your mom will get your life insurance money right now?
The one that she takes care of, that she has since I was born.
She would get that one.
That's right. So what we did was when I turned 18, we set it up, and I said, you know, if I have any kids from the time I'm 18 beyond, we set that up. So for every kid that I have, we go back, we adjust it, split out evenly. Funeral will be taken care of, a grave site be taken care of, all that be taken care of. The kids will get their money. I leave. The very one that I have for myself will be to my kids once they turn 18 in a trust.
So if you had a wife, would you change it?
All right, so I would probably change it to where it would have to be, because the percentage changes. Every time you add a person on, the percentage changes. So I think what would be best in that interest was to get a whole new policy. So
yeah,
that way,
because unless you got a $3 million policy, they ain't gonna get much.
Well, it goes no more than $1 million. But
he split his policy a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So if y'all want some money, he needs to up his policy.
I mean, if you're gonna pay, it could be up to wherever you want it to.
I ain't paying it. So the next question is, okay, this is a good one. This is when it gets juicy. If your mate died and left everything for you, and then you found out they had a secret child with another woman or man, and I'll get into that to explain it for the men, that they was taken care of, would you continue to take care of the child? So for him, I'll switch it up just a tad bit. Let's say he and I were in a relationship. We broke up. During our break, I got pregnant and had another baby with another guy.
Do I know about this pregnancy?
No.
Okay. So I've been gone for years.
No, it only takes 9 months to have a baby.
But I had to be gone for years. Does that mean I never had contact with you after we broke up?
Some people break up and don't contact each other no more.
That's true. Okay.
So, like I was trying to say, we were together, we broke up. During the time of us breaking up, I had another baby with another man. In the midst of me bouncing back from my pregnancy, I meet him again. We hook back up. We end like this. We back together. And I never tell him about the baby. I never tell him about the other guy that I was dealing with. The guy is taking care of the baby now.
Deep.
Me, I'm still taking care of my baby. I'm sending the baby money on the side. Like I'm secretly giving the guy money to take care of the child. But now I'm in a whole new relationship. Lord forbid, I pass away. The guy comes in the picture and tells him, hey, you know, this was her baby, and we and her had this baby together, and she was sending me X, Y, and Z amount every month for the baby.
That I have a life insurance on you too then, because that's the only way he would come to me and ask me for some money.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because I'm leaving everything to you at this point. How would you react? And would you still take care of the child?
Ooh, now for one, boy, you know how good a woman would have to keep that secret.
And let's make it spicy. Let's say you and I got a baby together too. So that's your child's sibling.
So, for me, I would gladly, depending on the portion of, because everybody knows it depends on the portion of the policy. So the policy is large enough to split funeral bills and then disperse. We would go from there. So for me, I would totally put money away for that child.
For the mistress baby.
Right.
Well, not the mistress baby because we weren't together.
Right.
But
For the unknown child that miraculously popped up, right?
You would put money away for the baby?
Right. So I would put money away for that child. So what I would do is, depending on the length of the policy. So if the policy is a nice length, I will give that child one upfront money. And then the rest I will give for when that child turns 18. Like I do for mine. So I will put it in the trust. Once the child turns 18, she can get the money.
Okay.
And then I will allow her to have a relationship with her sibling that she just found out about, you know, and we'll go from there.
Oh, that's such a good guy.
So that's just me. I'm always, I got a good heart anyway. So that's just me. we're gonna see what this answer gonna be.
So let me break the scenario down for you guys on my part. He and I are together. We're happily together. He leaves everything to me. He passes away, leave everything to me. Some girl comes out of the blue saying this is his baby and he's been taking care of my baby, sending my baby so-and-so amount every month. And now that he gone, I'm gonna need some money. Would I take care of the baby? The answer is no.
Cold heart.
And yeah, cold heart. And you and I got a baby together. So that baby would be my baby sibling. I would try to kind of like offer some assistance just a tad bit once my heart heals, because I'm already dealing with the loss of my mate. Secondly, now I got to deal with the fact that what we built and what we had was damn near a lie.
Not necessarily a lie. It just had an untold secret that just presented
Well, it was
itself.
a big secret because it's a whole human. It's not just, he cheated. But he cheated and made a baby. And not only did he make the baby, each month that he's taking care of this baby, sending money to this baby, he never once came and told me anything. So therefore, it would be hard for me to accept that. So off rip, no, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't giving out no money. I ain't taking care of nothing. That's his responsibility that I didn't even know about. But I feel like as my heart mends from the loss and the infidelity that he did, I think that I'm almost certain that I would want to reach out to the girl and have the kids start to mix and mingle. Now, she might be money hungry and be like, well, if you ain't giving us no money, we ain't come, that might be different. But I think that slowly as time progressed, I will probably be able to help out financially just a tad bit. But I'm not going crazy with it. And the reason why I'm not going crazy with it is because he knew he had a baby on the side. He knew that one day he wasn't going to be here. He did not think to start a policy for you and your baby. He did not think to leave money set aside for your baby. So that's his fault.
Well,
and not mine.
To some,
it's not my obligation to raise or take care of your baby. Right. That's his fault. That's his responsibility. I didn't even know nothing about you and your baby. Now, as time progressed, I told you I'll be willing to let the kids interact, mix and mingle with their siblings. But in the same sense, I'm not you're not getting a free ride here. And
then also depending on the length of that person's work history, the government would still split his Social Security amongst the kids. If she can prove that's his kid once the DNA is taken.
Social Security. I'm talking about what he left me.
So
Social Security ain't nothing but like 200
no, that's not true.
2, 3. What is it?
That's not true.
I guess it varies in different states.
It's not true. It depends on how much that person.
It depends on how much he worked, and that ain't much. So let me just say this: you can get all the Social Security you want, get you a DNA test, and then you can get all the Social Security you want. And if you go that route, so be it. Leave me and mine alone. If you want to bring the kid over to mix and mingle with mine, and we can meet in the middle somewhere, and he or she can meet their siblings, so be it. But as far as the money that's left for me and my children, he didn't respect you enough to bring your baby out of the closet, and he didn't respect you enough to leave a will or any type of monies for your baby besides Social Security.
Cold-hearted.
So that's your fault.
It's cold-hearted.
No, you cold-hearted.
No, she
because
cold-hearted.
You shouldn't have never made the baby and kept it a secret.
Right, and then she took a kid that I ain't know nothing about, and here he comes.
Huh?
You just said
I took a kid. I ain't taking care of nobody's kid that ain't mine.
But you said in my scenario, you took your kid, gave it to your child's father, and I never do nothing about it.
I basically did what a lot of these guys nowadays do. I left the kid with the mama to raise.
But I still.
So I left the kid with the daddy to raise.
But I still take care of it. I still take care of the kid. I ain't gonna help finance another.
You will be help financing another grown man.
No, I wouldn't.
If you sending money to the kid,
no, I
you
said,
helping
no,
him.
I said
That's just like child support. Most of these women with the child support, they're not spending the child support on the kid. Trust me.
Right. So
they're spending the child support on their hair, their nails, their toes, cell phone bills, lash expenses, car note, whatever they feel like they want to spend that child support money on. That's what they spending it on. So that when you send child support, to them kids, they're probably getting a freaking ice cream sandwich out of it.
Oh my goodness. That's a whole nother subject. I know a lot of people probably tune into that part. But
I'm just
last
real.
but not least, I'll at least take care of that child. You know, so.
You'll take care of the child that I made with somebody else. I'm not taking care of the child you made for somebody else.
Right, that's what you said.
Yep, 100%.
There you go. See, two differences.
Very much different, because you should have prepared for that child. You should have prepared for that child. Now, and this is another thing, y'all. I got to quickly throw this in before we complete this. If the mother is respectful and she's not y'all know what I mean. No off the top hood rat type of chick, then I'll probably be willing to help her even more, because she's not over the top and she ain't coming at me all types of ways. Now, if she was a respectful woman and came to me and said, hey, you know, he and I made a baby, we blah, 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 the baby is this old, he's gone now, and I just want my kids to be in your kid's life and blah, blah, blah. And if you have anything to support and help us, because he was helping me still raise this baby. If she came to me respectfully, that's what matters, really. That's the key thing, really. If she came to me respectfully, then okay, I got to give it to her. But if she came at me talking out the side of her neck, thinking that I gotta give you the money that he left me, girl, bye. He ain't leave you nothing but with a baby. And that's it.
Well, we need everyone's comments below on this nice little subject, and we will respond back to your comment. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.
And don't make babies out of your relationship.
And then also down below, you guys can get your apparel and your eyelashes. The link will be listed down below in the description box. So until next time, peace.